What's up, everybody? It's the DFS Whisperers coming live with an NBA preseason video.
What's up, family? How's everybody doing?
Yeah, hope everybody had a monster night. Once again, we did good, but man, Dennis Smith Jr. hurt.
Wow. I mean, we still cash, but two players pretty much screwed us over, Dennis Smith Jr. and the injury of Hassan Whiteside. We were pretty much, those two off and pretty much taken down.
Yeah, and the crazy part is I had my Tyus Jones play that I pivoted to Dennis Smith Jr. But for those of the people in the group that kept Tyus Jones, they damn near took down. There were literally points within taking down.
Man, sometimes it's the rough draft.
Yep. But once again, if you use that comment section player pool, man, you crushed.
Oh, yeah.
No doubt. You crushed.
Those plays be coming through, guys. So make sure you keep checking back to get your updates.
Yep, we had everybody, including Dylan Brooks.
Yeah.
I know ain't nobody going to tell you to play Dylan Brooks.
Yeah,
but that was one of my sleepers last season, man. You just got to know when to play him. Yep. But, yeah, let's go ahead, get into tomorrow. Let's get the homework out the way. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Hit that bell icon so you can get all our content as soon as it drops. And, once you do all of that, you also get automatically qualified into our draft dashboard giveaway, which is $20 every week. We announce the winners on every Monday video. It's either the Monday NBA video, but in this case, this week, it'll be the NFL video because, of course, we don't have a slate on Monday NBA. Friday is basically the last preseason slate, then boom, we're into the real one.
Yep.
We're into the real season on Tuesday, even though arguably the season doesn't really start till Wednesday. Because, them 2-game slates are just, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about them till halfway in the season. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Yep. But, I mean, the 1-2 game slate that we've had in this preseason, we did pretty well. So
Yep.
We're gonna crush it this year.
Yep. But, you got the top players of the day on Draft Dashboard, the position optimizer that breaks down all the stats down to a T from the projected minutes, not minutes, man, projected points, projected ownership, projected value. Once the regular season starts, you got the hit percentage, the percentage chance a player hits 5 times value, which is super valuable tool that kind of helps you, especially for my cash game players. That tool helps you build a fire cash line. You got the dash rankings, the DVP, you got the last 5 that they've played, the last 5 against the team that they've played. You got their minutes and many, many, many more good stats. You got the sleepers and studs. You got the player trends. They have the player performances to kind of help you gauge who's been underperforming and overperforming, which helps gauge who's ready for a smash and a dud game. You got the minute monsters, the players that are going to be playing a lot of minutes. You got the point monsters, the point per minute monsters, basically, which are great point per minute-ness players.
That term again.
Yep. And then you got the salary differences that kind of helps you gauge your value between sites. Then also you got the lineup optimizer, the Brits that spits out all the fire lines, and the mass lineup generator, and the late swap optimizer, because let's be honest, if you're playing NBA DFS with a bunch of lines, you need a late swap optimizer. That's going to help you out.
It'll save your life.
Yep. And then
the NBA cheat sheet.
For those of you that don't know how to do research, don't want to do research, or just don't have time to do research, the NBA cheat sheet is here to save your life. From the top locks of the slate to the top mid-range, top value, top studs. You get all of this for every single sport, and our custom player pool for $1 for your first 30 days. To see our custom player pool, all you got to do is tap your watch picks and then hit that tab, watch DFS Whisperers picks, and all our players show up in your player pool. Boom, for every single sport.
$1
Join
for
the fun. Yep. Join the fun for $1 for your first 30 days. Shout out to my Prizepicks as well. Dope DFS site where you pick over-unders, basically. And then you're not, what's it called again? You're not playing against thousands and thousands of people. You're not playing up against any sharks. It's just you versus your predictions. And you can pick 2, 3, or 4 players. 2 players, you get 2x. 3 players, you get 5x. And 4 players, you get 10x your money. And if you get them all right, boom, that's how it works. You can mix and match sports as well. You don't have to do NBA alone. And at the end of every video, we give you our 2 favorite props. I know they already have an NBA video up, NBA board up, so I could give you some props from that.
All right.
To join my prize picks, all you got to do is hit the link down below or hit promo code Whisper, and you get 25% of your first deposit matched, and you get a 2-player free prop worth $25 once you sign up. So join the prize picks fun.
Join the fun, guys.
All right, so let's go ahead and get into these picks for today.
Awesome, man. I'm gonna start off with the veteran, Ersan Ilyasova, aka the professional.
Yeah.
Obviously, we know this guy's been in the league for quite some time. He's not exactly getting
him the professional.
The professional. That's actually one of his nicknames. Go Google it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I love it because the man shows up every game and he's gonna give you the same effort every time.
Thanks for bringing up nicknames because I forgot one.
Here we go. Now, obviously, this guy's not getting any younger. However, he's been getting a pretty solid run in this preseason.
What is his real age, though?
His real age? He's like, what, mid-30s now? He's been in the league for about,
we need his real age. I think he's over about 45.
Hold on. I'm going to do this live on the air.
Google's not going to give you his real age.
We're going to do this. Okay, Ersan Ilyasova, age 32.
He at least 42. He at least 42. He lying.
Okay, so he's a 42-year-old Spanish guy. Is that what you're saying? He's from Spain.
He's from Turkey.
Excuse me. What is that? Turkey? Oh, excuse me. He played in Turkey and Spain. My bad.
Yeah, but I think he's really from Uzbekistan, though. But they have a whole conspiracy theory about Ilyasova, Uzbekistan.
Oh, okay. I can't understand what you're talking about.
But hey, there's a whole conspiracy theory about Ilyasova, and he's actually faking his identity and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
It's actually really good. It's really interesting. If you
I think that same conspiracy applies to Tom Maker. They say he's a 35-year-old man.
Yeah.
When he was in high school, he was like 30.
Nothing beats that soccer player in Lazio, though.
Oh, my God.
Literally, when you see that dude, you could tell my dude is like 40 years old, and he said he's 15.
Oh my God!
Absolutely busting them kids up on the field.
Everybody got their thing, I guess. But getting back to my point, sorry. Ersan Ilyasova, he brings
on a tangent.
It's all good, but he brings a consistent effort night in and night out. And like I said, he's been solid in this preseason. They've been running him, around 25 minutes a game.
I played him both games so far.
He's been solid. He's been pushing around 30 every game that he's played. So, so far he's been a consistent staple in my lineup. So, barring any additional news, I'm going to go ahead and run right back to him tomorrow.
Yep. Up next, I got my boy Montrezl. They most likely may run a dress rehearsal game tomorrow. Yeah. So I'm very, very interested in Montrez, but I'm also keeping a close eye out on Kawhi Leonard, even though I feel like he won't play. Probably won't play. I didn't do really a news run before I did this video today, honestly. But I feel like Kawhi might sit tomorrow. But I really like Montrez in this spot. He has good history against Dallas. And like I said, players like Montrez off the bench, technically they tend to play about the same amount of minutes they'll play in the regular season anyway.
Yeah.
And as you can see, he's at a 49, 27, 35, and a 43. So that's his last 5 against Dallas. Yeah. So he definitely knows how to tear him up, and you won't have Dwight Powell down there either. So he's dealing with like Max Kleber, those type of dudes. Now you can make a argument for Porzingis being around, but I don't think Montrez and Porzingis will be seeing each other on the court a lot. And even if they do, bro, it's Montrez.
That's it. Montrez on Montrez.
You're not going to outwork him.
And if you're going to run Montrez, also keep an eye out for Lou, because we know how that goes.
Yep, Lou, that's the one that I definitely got to wait on news for.
Yeah.
Because, Lou has not been playing in this preseason.
Yeah.
He's been giving you about a solid quarter every game. And within that quarter, he'll still give you solid points.
Yeah, but you could probably go elsewhere for whatever his price tag is.
Oh, yeah.
But for my go ahead. What you?
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say for my next pick, I'm gonna go with John Collins. Now, to put a disclaimer, we need to see what they do with these Hawks starters because they just played and they're on the back end of a back-to-back. So we're gonna keep close watch on that. But if he plays, they have him priced down to 5-1 on DK, and I'm loving that price tag up against the Chicago Bulls, who dating back to only last year, I think we have a fierce rivalry with them right now. If you've seen those 2 games that they played last year, those were some of the best games of the season. Not only,
yes, sir.
just as Hawks fans, but just in as an NBA fan in general.
Yep.
I think we went to triple overtime. We played.
Yeah, it did like quadruple overtime.
Yeah, so
and Vince Carter was in the thick and thin of it.
yeah, a little bad blood between the two teams. But at 5-1, John Collins in this last matchup against the Knicks, he kind of picked his play up a little bit. So he's kind of due for that John Collins game, that strong double-double, and he's matched up against Lauri Markkanen. But then again, it could go both ways. Not only with Collins going off, but Markkanen. But I'll get into that in a little bit. But I'm liking Collins at 5-1.
Yep, with Atlanta, that's really Atlanta. All the players are young guys. We're nothing but a bunch of rookies, second-year players, and of course players that are trying to revive their careers. But Atlanta's a young enough team where I could still see them playing at least 25 minutes. But barring any news, like always, just come back for the comment section plays, and I'll always have them up 30 to 15 minutes before the slate locks. So once you show up, just look at it. Normally it'll be pinned. Sometimes when I update it, it kind of removes the pin. So if I forget to repin it on top, just scroll through the comments. You don't need to comment update, because it's literally right there.
Yep, just scroll, guys.
If you just come through.
Just takes a little finger strength to scroll.
Yep, and by the way, we do know that rookies and second-year players are part of the player pool, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Because I've been seeing comments about you don't have no rookies in your player pool. I'm like, I'm pretty sure since day one I've been letting y'all know that.
I think we've seen rookies. A comment.
Yeah, I know it's just one.
Yeah.
But, just to clarify it, we've been pretty big on rookies, second-year players, and fringe players on the team. Like, I almost said it so much in the first couple videos that it sounded like a broken record.
Like, literally, that's the number one thing we stressed in the first video is that you want to target rookies and fringe players in preseason. That's just how it goes.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But, let's go ahead, hop into the big honey.
Big honey.
My boy Nikola Jokic had a terrible game last time out. Put up only 18. For Jokic, that's horrible.
I still hate that.
Now he's big honey, man. You gotta deal with it.
That's the Joker, man. He's the Joker.
The Joker is big honey.
The big honey, man. There ain't no grown man calling his name out loud across the hallway. Yo, big honey. They ain't doing that.
Will Barton does it all the time.
Will Barton?
Yep.
Does Dwight Howard do that too? Like, okay, go ahead.
But, as I was saying, Jokic in his last 5. All right, Jokic in his last 5 is at a 58, 57, 58, 59. Of course, those were those ridiculous playoff games that they played. One of the best series in the playoffs last year. Jokic absolutely crushed Portland. And 9 times out of 10, they will be without Hassan Whiteside today. They already ran a dress rehearsal game today as well, so watch out for their minutes, even though I feel like they could play still decent enough minutes. Not ridiculous, but decent enough. Because you got to also see when these teams play their first game as well in the regular season. Like, if they're not playing until like Wednesday or Thursday, then they can afford to run their players a little bit more again today. But Jokic this is just the perfect bounce back spot for Jokic if you're trying to pay up for center and be different, because for one, I'm not going to tell you to not play Towns. Towns and Giannis tomorrow is team jam 'em in. Like, the first way I go with this slate is pick Doncic, pick Towns, pick Giannis.
Yeah.
Then start building around that.
Why not? Why not? I mean,
unless you hear news.
They're going to probably be the chalk of the slate anyway.
Yep. Now, with Doncic, I'm still kind of up and down, especially with Doncic and both Towns, really. I'm still looking at some things, but those are plays where they're just so obvious that you got to lock them in. But especially with Doncic, I'm kind of looking at these Chicago guys to undercut him with, and a couple other players, but we'll get more into that in the comment section if we need to.
Most def. Yeah. And just kind of piggyback off of my earlier pick for Collins, I'm going to Lauri Markkanen at 96 dash ranking going into this matchup. So as my brother alluded to earlier, Chicago looked like they're doing a full dress rehearsal tomorrow. And I mean, right now, the Hawks, they kind of played a little better defense today against the Knicks, but still, I mean, Markkanen's matched up with, probably going to be John Collins. And as of right now, he ain't playing exactly the best defense. So we know that Markkanen, with the solid run, he can put up his numbers And not only is he the type to get a double-double, but he gets, a strong double-double. If you remember him from last year, at one point in the season, he actually became one of the most expensive studs. So we know, if he gets it going, he could put it together quick, fast, and in a hurry. So, a strong 20 and 10 game is not out of reach tomorrow. And, at a 6.8 price tag, I might run him as one of my studs if, they're going to, go through with that full dress rehearsal.
Yep, and Otto Porter's price is just broken. 5,200 versus Atlanta. Give me all the Otto Porter I can handle tomorrow. He's a staple in my lineups. 55, 32, and a 13. That 13 game, he actually got hurt, so he had to leave out early. I believe he left out in like the first quarter in that game, if I'm not mistaken. But as you can see, a 32 and a 40 so far in preseason. If he plays tomorrow, because according to Jim Boylan, they're gonna be using these last 2 games with the regular season rotation. But we all know it's preseason. That shit can change.
Yeah, subject to change. You always got to put an asterisk next to what these coaches say,
But if they're still going with that same vibe, I especially want to see what they're doing with Wendell Carter Jr. Now, if they come out and say they're going to ramp him up more from that 16 to 20 plus, I have a lot of interest in Wendell Carter Jr. And I know his price is probably super low on DK and Fanduel right now. And he's a good point per minute monster. And he's playing his hometown team as well because he's from Atlanta.
Most definitely.
So I definitely like him. But like I said with Otto Porter as well, it's just something about Atlanta that he loves to see. When he sees Atlanta on the other side of the court, he balls out. He gets steals, and Atlanta turned the ball over a lot. So especially on FanDuel, where it's 3 points worth of steal, he can really, really, really be a great play tomorrow.
Most definitely. Watch out for Wendell Carter. That point per minuteness might be on 10.
Exactly. Yep, watch out for him as well. And, of course, the obvious plays, Towns, Giannis, Doncic, even Porzingis,
we got to go in depth on those people.
Yeah.
We probably shouldn't be playing.
Yeah, for his price, he should be all right.
Yeah.
The Cuviers from Minnesota. I guess you gotta look at Robert Covington again too, because he's rebounding on his mind lately.
Bro, that dude broke the slate though.
Yep, he definitely did. But the thing is, I hate Minnesota's beat writers because I was trying to figure out their minute situation all day, and none of them would even reply to a tweet. Like every other beat writer, you could tweet them. They'll hit you back like, yeah, this is what's going on.
Especially the Hawks beat writer.
Yeah, especially the Hawks beat writer. She's dope. But these people, man, out here, like, you just trying to get one piece of news. Like, what do you think the minute situation is? Because, of course, if we knew they were doing a dress rehearsal that night, we all would have probably really loaded up on more Minnesota.
Oh, most definitely.
But with no dress rehearsal, Towns is the only point per minute monster that I want on that
Especially
team.
with Robert Covington being 35 on
Exactly.
FanDuel. That would have been an Uber lock.
Exactly.
Like,
and what's it called again? Jeff Teague, who I really liked, but I didn't know what his minutes were going to look like.
That's why I didn't roster him.
So I just rostered him in literally only one lineup, just in case. And he ended up coming through heavy. Like, we literally missed out on a takedown that day, mainly because of that news. Because we were basically, the difference between us and a takedown was Covington. Which pissed me off, but oh well. We move on to our next slate.
That's it.
Like, literally all these slates, we've been missing takedowns by one player.
Man,
Today it was DSJ.
I mean, we still been having a great preseason despite, having these beat writers not update us the way we want. But, hey, man, it's coming. That day is coming for the team. So,
and, just throw some quick prize picks plays out. Let's see. Yep, these are from the NFL video. Man, just over on Zach LaVine, 31. Especially if they're playing the same minutes. I really want to take the over on Luka because all he gets against Clippers is 50s. And he every preseason he seems to play 30 minutes every game.
Is that 30?
38.
Okay.
Yep.
So definitely over.
Those are my two overs right now, Luka and Zach LaVine, barring any news.
I
don't lock in props till it's close to lock, to be honest with y'all.
Honestly, man, I'm gonna have to take the under on Jokic
at 40.
Yeah, because that last game. My thing with them is, did Denver say anything about going through a full dress rehearsal?
They said they're gonna play their starters in the high 20s minutes.
Okay.
As long as they need to.
Okay.
And going up against this Portland team, they can easily see Jokic play 29, 30 minutes.
That one's tough, man, because he might bounce back hard, but I need to know if
That's
he
the
has
thing
interest in
I want.
preseason because I didn't see that effort in the last game.
He could get it done. Last game, you got to remember, too, foul trouble was a big thing on him.
He did pick up 2 in the first half.
He picked up a lot of fouls in the time he played.
Well, I mean,
so that was a big trouble. He actually saved his night a little bit, getting up to 18, but foul trouble was a big factor in why he sucked.
Okay, I put it like this. If he does get the run, with that FanDuel scoring, I would have to take the over.
Yeah. Like for me right now, these are the two that I'm looking at really. And I'm going to let news kind of guide me because it's going to change throughout the day. It's just like Vegas. It's going to be changing
the props
based on what people are going with. And I feel like Doncic will come down. I feel like Doncic will come down to at least about 35, 36, and I'll take the over there, which will be an easy over. Tyler Hero, he's been lighting it up, so I don't touch his props.
29.5.
Now, if Vucevic is a go, I might take the under on him, honestly.
Yeah,
at 37.
37?
I might take the under on him going up against Miami.
Tough,
but yeah, I can see it happening.
Yeah.
But these are all our picks, guys. Appreciate all the love per usual. Sign up to Draft Dashboard using the link down below for $1 for your first 30 days. Get all our custom player pools. Get all the cheat sheets, the everythings. Shout out to my Prizepicks. Get them for if you use the link down below. Promo code Whisper. Get 25% of your first deposit matched. And get a 2-player free prop once your deposit worth $25. Follow us on Twitter at DFS Whisperers. It's essential, man, to do that because we have all the news going on over there tomorrow.
Please
I might be a little bit slow tomorrow, though, to be honest, because it's going to be a busy day for me. So I might be a little slow on the news, but whatever I get, I will update them in bulk. Yeah.
Awesome. So, and we got the socials at DFS Whisperers, Instagram at the DFS Whisperers. All right, we appreciate you, Thugger. All right. Oh man, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. My bad, Slim Thug. All right, so with that being said, guys, we do wish each and every one of you a nice hefty bag. I think my brother mentally checked out now. And let's go out there. Let's make some money on this Takedown Thursday. And you know what else? We out here. Whisper Squad.
You're in good hands.
I'll stay that.